Senator Feinstein. They said she concealed Dr. Ford's letter for partisan reasons. Perhaps in this Trumpian era, those sorts of baseless personal charges are to be expected.
Our Democratic colleagues are embarrassed to say publicly because they demonstrate that this has become a partisan circus. This is not about substance. This is about smears.
The Constitution does not say we, the ruling party. The Constitution says we, the people.
As far as I'm concerned, Congress has hit rock bottom and started to dig.
What do you think of that? They're all knocking themselves.
I have to say, I have been a reporter on Capitol Hill for more than a decade, and I've never seen it this intense and this strained between these members. It's been a really rough month.
Why?
Part of it is just the
fifth seat?
Yes, the high stakes politically.
The choice issue, choice of life issue, the two factions that are so impassioned, that the stakes are so high, and you hear from the people who are so polarized on an issue that's not make it 7,000 or 9,000, let's make it 8. Abortion's very hard to compromise on.
This is their base.
It's hard to compromise.
Remember, go back to 1980 when Ronald Reagan brought the Christian Coalition and Robertson and Falwell into the party. They became a core group in the GOP. And since then now, they care about the Supreme Court more than Democrats do. Democrats get upset at times like this when they can see that the court's going to tilt the wrong way. But who's out there every election day pitching for a conservative court? It's the right. Yeah. So that's why Republicans now are forgetting Merrick Garland. They're forgetting all the other hardball politics of the past that they played and say, oh, the Democrats will always do all this.
Well, Marty, you're a lawyer, and I think it's fair to say that the politicians in both parties have shoved the hardest issues of our times. This has been going on since the 50s over to the court. You decide. You decide about integrating our high schools and grade schools. You decide on whether we have prayer in school. You decide on women's rights. You decide all this stuff. You decide about all this. And the court ends up making the most horrifically difficult and divisive issues. They have to heat them. They got to take the heat.
I mean, I think the biggest cultural issues are there. And what we saw yesterday was the stakes were very high, but also that division between left and right. Yesterday, it was depressing because half of the country was going to end up not speaking to the other half of the country over Bret Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
It had seeped down, and I had friends where we can bridge the gap. It was very hard yesterday.
And he's not the strongest personality in the world either.
Well, I thought it was bad during Thomas Hill, though.
Generally, anyway, huh?
Well, not yesterday.
Don't forget Thomas Hill. That split the country, too.
Okay, you're right about that. We all remember that one. The round table's sticking with us, and up next, these three will tell me something I don't know. You're watching Hardball.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Come on.
My mom's pain from moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis was intense. I wondered if she could do the stuff she does for us, which is kinda a lot. And if that pain could mean something worse.
Joint pain could mean joint damage. Enbrel helps relieve joint pain and helps stop further damage. Enbrel may lower your ability to fight infections, serious, sometimes fatal events, including infections, tuberculosis.
Lots of websites.
I didn't want to pay.
Then I found out it's free. Wait, it's free?
Free to check ratings, read reviews.
And they'll even match your project with a few qualified pros for the job. Go to angieslist.com today.
Fellas, you may not know it, but it's possible to injure yourself during intercourse, causing your erection to become curved over time. If you're curved, it could be an addressable medical condition called Peyronie's disease, or PD, that is experienced by thousands of other men. You're not alone. Ask a urologist, a specialist for men's health conditions like Peyronie's disease, about your curved erection. Find out more at learnaboutpd.com.
I was looking for somebody who wanted to find love.
At eHarmony, we ask you questions so that we can match you for a lasting connection.
I found my person.
I really found my true love on eHarmony.
eHarmony.com, the #1 trusted dating site. Start for free today.
When you run from National, it's kind of like playing your own version of best ball. Here you can choose any car in the aisle, even if it's a better car class than the one you reserved. So no matter what, you're guaranteed to have a perfect drive. Go national. Go like a pro. You see what I did there?
We are back with a Hardball Roundtable. Lana, tell me something I don't know. 15 seconds.
Well, the public charge rule is what the Trump administration is rolling out now to try to deter further legal immigration by making immigrants concerned about receiving benefits. And I think it needs more attention.
I heard about that. Clarence.
Your fellow Philadelphia and Bill Cosby, his first week in prison. They're in Pennsylvania, and they announced the menu. He's at what they call Phoenix GCI, something like that. Anyway, they released the menu, and there's pudding. And it's not Jell-O.
Sorry. You're awful.
Look at us. It's
Jell-O. Anyway, thank you, Margaret.
The word came out that Justin Trudeau did not think it would be fruitful to meet with Trump again over NAFTA. And so Trump put it out very quickly that he did not want to meet with Justin Trudeau because he always wants to break up first.
That's like a so's-your-old man in this case. Anyway, thank you, Alana Shore, Clarence Page, and Margaret Cross. When we return, let me finish tonight with Dr. Christine Blasey and her moving words yesterday. You're watching Hardball.
MSNBC celebrates all those who are committed to ending global poverty.
Join us live from Central Park tomorrow for the Global Citizen Festival, with performances by Janet Jackson, The Weeknd, Shawn Mendes, Cardi B, and Janelle Monáe, along with special guest John Legend. Tomorrow at 3 on MSNBC.
Be a global citizen.
And be the generation
to end global poverty.
From the very beginning, it was always our singular focus to do whatever it takes, use every possible resource to fight cancer, and never lose sight of the patients we're fighting for. Our cancer treatment specialists share the same vision. Experts from all over the world working closely together to deliver truly personalized cancer care. And these are the specialists we're proud to call our own. Expert medicine works here. Learn more at cancercenter.com. Appointments available now.
You need both car and home insurance, so why not bundle them with insurance and save up to 10%, which you can spend on things you really want to buy, like, I don't know what you'd want to buy because I'm just a guy on your TV. Insurance. It's surprisingly painless.
I was up and down with my weight my entire life.
When diets don't work, it's easy to quit. From a top diet 8 years straight comes rapid results.
If you see immediate results, you stick with it.
Start our Rapid Results program today. With one-on-one support, you'll see change fast. Eat 6 times a day. The secret is what you eat and when. Start Rapid Results to lose 16 pounds for $16 plus the cost of food and get $120 in free food. Hurry, call now.
How do you win at business? Stay at La Quinta, where we're changing with stylish makeovers. Then, at your next meeting, set your seat height to its maximum level. Bravo, tall meeting man. Start winning today. Book now at lq.com.
Whoever came up with the term small business never owned a business. Are your hours small? What about your reputation? Is that small? Owning your own thing is huge. Your partnerships, even bigger. With Dell Small Business Technology Advisors, you get the one-on-one partnership to grow your business. Because the only one who decides how big your business can be is you. The Dell Vostro 14 laptop with 8th Gen Intel Core processors. Get up to 40% off on select PCs. Call 877-BUY-DELL today.
Sunday mornings, take an in-depth look at your community. In Focus with Mike Kallmeyer, a half-hour show dedicated to the important issues.
We're going to instantly see the results.
Driven to bring decision makers together.
I can both probably relate to that.
And committed to elevating discussion and debate. Your community, your state, your show.
If people are talking about it, so are we.
In Focus with Mike Kallmeyer, Sunday mornings at 10:30 on Spectrum Sports.
Hi, Larry here from Cleveland Jewelry, Bedford's favorite jeweler. Bring me your old broken jewelry, and I'll give you cash. Or we could take this and turn it into your favorite custom piece of jewelry. We pay more for your old broken gold, diamonds, Rolexes, antique watches, sterling silverware, and coins. Cleveland Jewelry at Rockside and Northfield Roads, between I-271 and I-480. since 1988. And remember, don't throw it away. I'll pay you today.
23. For Democrats to take the House, they need to flip 23 seats.
10.
There are 10 Democratic senators running for re-election in states that went for Donald Trump.
Nobody breaks it down like Kornacki on MSNBC.
It's been a week of high drama on Capitol Hill, and it ended with the president forced to reopen the FBI investigation into Bret Kavanaugh, a step both the White House and Republican leaders in the Senate had rejected. For most of the Republicans in the Senate Judiciary Committee, the goal was to rush through the confirmation of Kavanaugh and basically ignore the testimony of his accuser. So I'm going to let Dr. Ford finish tonight because she deserves to be heard.
What is the strongest memory you have? The strongest memory of the incident, something that you cannot forget. Take whatever time you need.
Indelible in the hippocampus is the laughter, the uproarious laughter between the two, and they're having fun at my expense.
You've never forgotten that laughter. You've never forgotten them laughing at you.
They were laughing with each other.
And you were the object of the laughter?
I was, underneath one of them while the two laughed. Two friends having a really good time with one another.
Well, it's Hardball for now. Thanks for being with us. All In with Chris Hayes starts right now.
Tonight on All In.
Don't look away from me. Look at me and tell me that it doesn't matter what happened to me.
Survivors storm the Capitol and high drama ensues in the Senate.
I will only be comfortable moving on the floor until the FBI has done more investigation than they have already.
After Bret Kavanaugh and the Senate and the President repeatedly refused, there will now be an FBI investigation into the credible sexual assault Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, that he sexually assaulted her. A monumental turn of events today. Bipartisan agreement to delay the final vote on Kavanaugh for an FBI investigation and an order by President Trump to conduct such an investigation. Senator Jeff Flake, at the center of today's remarkable developments, encountered protesters on his way to this morning's Judiciary Committee vote.
What you are doing is allowing someone who actually violated a woman to sit in the Supreme Court. This is not tolerable.
After more than an hour of cameras lingering on a committee room in which senators were often seen whispering to one another, Senator Flake announced his request for an FBI investigation as a condition to a full Senate vote on Judge Kavanaugh. More on those stunning minute-by-minute developments in a moment. But it soon became clear that Senators Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins were with him. And with ours, the Judiciary Committee issued an astonishing statement. I read it here. A request that the administration instruct the FBI to conduct a supplemental FBI background investigation with respect to the nomination of Judge Bret Kavanaugh. The supplemental FBI background investigation would be limited to current credible allegations against the nominee and must be completed no later than 1 week from today. And soon after that, from President Trump, in order to conduct such an investigation, quote, limited in scope and completed in less than 1 week. All this as Bret Kavanaugh's high school friend Mark Judge, the third person allegedly in the room during the sexual assault of Christine Blasey Ford, said through his lawyer, quote, I will cooperate with any law enforcement agency that is assigned to confidentially investigate these allegations. The Senate just passed a motion to begin debate on Kavanaugh. They are now in recess until Monday, although the next vote on Kavanaugh will not occur until after the FBI sends its findings to Congress. Senator Mazie Hirono of Hawaii is a member of the Judiciary Committee, and she joins me now. What is your read on what happened today?
What happened today was finally a senator who was so disturbed by the process and the prospect of someone with this kind of clout being sent to the Supreme Court decided that he needed to do something about it, and along with Chris Coons, who's a good friend of his, who reached out to Jeff, we were able to come up with a process that's going to result in an FBI investigation, which the Democrats on the committee have been calling for what seems like months. But of course, the FBI investigation has to be complete. It can't be some sort